Going out there, this is Doug Best. Today I'm doing something a little different. You're having dinner with Doug on a Sunday. And the name of the show is the Doug Best Show. And previously I'll be asking a lot of people to come on the show. I've been having some people that's been supporting me. This week we're gonna have a pastor, Lawrence Chisholm. He'll be here Thursday or Friday. We got to concrete the date in. But today I was just thinking, I seen today the trending thing is Mike Tyson. I seen Fat Joe. He has a podcast and he's talking about guys. Mike Tyson. He's broke. Otherwise, he wouldn't be 58 years old and in the ring fighting somebody 27, 28 years old. I don't know whether he's broke or not, but I was just thinking about it. And I want you guys. We on the Doug Best Show. We live. I want everybody to comment. Today we're going to talk about something that I'm a professional in. I'm an expert. And what is that? Money. So you guys see me, I build an apartment complex. I had Best Market over on Kearney and Modoc on the west side. I a successful tree business, successful construction company, successful handyman business. But what I'm really, 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 really good at, I'm kind of conflicted, or whether talking about it a lot, is the stock market. That's what I am an expert in. And so a lot of people was reluctant to vote for Donald Trump. And I wanted the black lady to win, Kamala Harris, but I'm going to just tell you guys this. Donald Trump's been president for like 2 weeks. I made more money in the stock market in 2 weeks than some people make in a whole year. So what happens when you talk about money and you talk about you got expertise in money, a few things happen. Somebody out there is going to say, he talking about a whole bunch of money. Ain't he got enough money to buy a bag of jelly beans? And by the way, little pimpin', can you loan me $50, $100, or $10,000? Chico, I'm talking to you out there. And the next thing. So when you do have an expertise in something, then so the people, the power brokers that's in position of power, they could help you or they could hurt you. Now they realize that black guy is more competent than what they may have thought. And so today we're going to talk about the trendy thing, Mike Tyson. We're going to go back to it in a little while. They took Diddy off the front burner because now Donald Trump has won and they didn't need no distractions. And the election and Mike Tyson. But fourth thing that we're going to talk about, I want to talk to all my best tax clients out there. Tax season will be here in about a month and a half. Super, 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 super important. What you guys need to do. I want to talk to my self-employed tax clients. What you need is a business license. A lot of people ask me about LLCs, a limited liability company. I'm going to talk about that briefly. And I seen my son, So Fresh. He Fresh De Niro, straight to the bag streetwear. That's my sponsors. I seen him and a young lady going back and forth. She was saying that he was saying something about a fly hustler. But there's a big difference, and he was right on point. There's a big difference between you having an LLC and you having a trademark. And a trademark is not a guarantee that even though you have a trademark, the trademark has to be a national trademark, and it's limited in its scope sometimes. So first thing I'm going to talk about, all my self-employed best tax clients, what you need, I'm going to walk you through the process real briefly. What you need a business license. Can you see it? I really need to be able to pull that back and forth, but if I had a producer, but I'm doing everything for myself. So you need a business license. And what is a business license? It's two parts to a city business license. It's called a DBA, doing business as best taxes. And the second part of it is it's a fictitious business license statement. You see that part right there? You need that. And third thing that you need, you need to get you an EIN number. Very simple. You go to YouTube or you go to Google and you just type in the SS4 for the IRS and they'll give you an EIN number quickly, within seconds. So what's the purpose of having an EIN number? An EIN number is like having a business Social Security number. So when you do different things, you don't have to put your Social Security number out there so you're not And you won't be in the situation where somebody could steal your social security number and they got your date of birth and all those different kind of things. But the EIN number is a business social security number. It's called an employer's identification number. That's what it's called. So once you get an LLC, you need an EIN. So I'm gonna walk you through all the processes. So the five basic business entities are: a small business is a sole proprietorship. That's when you want to have the DBA, fictitious business license. Second business, partnerships. They got different forms of partnerships. The third one that a lot of people talk about often is the LLC. That's a limited liability company where you could be the sole member, just me, Doug Best. You could be the sole member, and what they have something is called a pass-through for taxes. So just say hypothetically the business made $100,000 and it passes through to you, the member. And so what that means, when it comes for tax time, whatever your tax rate is, that's what you would pay taxes on. So if your tax rate was 37% and you made $100,000, that means that you're going to owe the government $37,000. I'm just using that number. Next business, corporations. Several forms of corporations, and they got an S corporation where you can have shareholders. The limit is you only can have 100 shareholders, or you could have a C corporation like Microsoft or Google or Facebook or something like that. So just stay with me. So when you're doing DBA, just as a sole proprietor, this is what you get. You get a business license. You go down to the city hall, real cheap. You're gonna fill out all the paperwork, and they're gonna give you this form when you leave the window. Second part to it is you're gonna have this fictitious business license statement that they're gonna give you this. So all my self-employed people that's out there that's coming and getting your taxes did. Once you get all this information, once you get these licenses, most of your problems go away with the audits and whatever. So if you got a business license, you got a Cash App, that's how you're doing your financing. It's modern times now. Then you fine. You get you some business cards. You say you advertise on Facebook. There's no problems nowhere. And then you save some of your receipts. If you don't save the receipts and you paying for things or getting money sent to you through Cash App, that's your documentation. That's your paper trail. So stay with me. So the small businesses, sole proprietorship, you got the DBA. And second thing that I want to just stress real fast is this is a corporation. You guys see this? This is Best Enterprise. It's a seasoned corporation that's like 35 years old. My kids don't even know about it. No, my senorita don't know about it. That's why I'm conflicted about how much information to share with the people. But what this is a corporation. This is a charter. This is mine. So when I went through all the criminal justice system, everything, my money was in a corporation. That's why they couldn't take it. I guess they could have took it if they wanted to, because they could do anything they want. Okay, so stay with me, guys. So we got the sole proprietorship, self-employed tax people that come to Best Taxes. It's very cheap. It's not expensive for you to get that. And then let's talk a little bit about the LLC. What is an LLC? That's a limited liability company. So that means if you get in a situation and your company has $100,000 and you get in a situation somebody sues you for $200,000, you're only liable in most instances for the $100,000 because your business only had $100,000. That's why it says the liability is limited, but it's a company. How do you get the limited liability, LLC? You could do everything online. You could go to Google, the state of California Secretary of State, and then you fill out the paperwork. It's going to cost you about $70, and it's an additional $20 associated with that $70. So you could get everything did for $90, but keep this in mind. April the 15th of every year, whether you make money on the LLC or you don't make money, you're going to have to pay the state of California $800. So I wonder, do we got anybody out there that's listening? I see everybody, is infatuated with a lot of BS. But I'm concerned about whether do I get on here and do I be an entertainer or do I just share some factual information. So I'm going to try all kinds of different things and just see. So today I'm sharing information with you guys. I see you, Miss Morales. I see you chiming in. He says, that's right, Mr. Best. So everybody out there, so Miss Morales went down there to City Hall and she got her business license. We're going to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people coming into Best Taxes. Every year, I'm talking about getting a business license, but this time, we on the Doug Best Show. I'm going to explain it a little deeper in depth. So let's go back to the LLC. So you go online, and then you fill out the form online to get an LLC. It's going to cost you about $90. And then what's the difference between the LLC and the S corporation and the C corporation? You don't have to keep minutes. You don't have to have meetings, with the shareholders and the directors and the CEO and the CFOs of the corporations. You don't have that in the LLC. That's the difference. And so let's go back to a corporation. A corporation is saying that just say, I got a corporation and I want to sell shares in my corporation. I could sell the shares. For an S corporation, it's called a small corporation. You can have up to 100 shareholders. But someone like Microsoft or Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Ford Motor Company, they could have millions and millions and millions of shareholders, but that's going to be going beyond the scope of what we're trying to do here today. I just want to share that with you. And then so most people don't have financial literacy, so they're just a little behind the curve. So I'm explaining this to you. So when you come in here with me, I understand finances thoroughly. This is a corporation. And so somebody said that, Doug, you can't be a show where it's just about real life facts and people and issues and stuff like that. People want you to talk about specifics. So they want you to talk about, so this is a real estate license. I'm Doug Best. You see what it says? That's a real estate license from the state of California. But what we're trying to do, we're trying to just talk to the people and just see exactly what the people want to hear out there. Is anybody out there chiming in? I'm Doug. I'm your friend. How you feeling over there? My senorita is, how your arm holding up? She trying to do it while we doing live on Facebook Live and try to do the same thing with the phone. How your arm? Is your arm shaking? Your arm shaking. Hey, guys, you out there, we eating dinner. Today is Sunday, and we got taco casserole. My senorita and made something delicious. You guys with me here? Yeah. That's good, baby. Yeah, guys, you having dinner on a Sunday with Doug. And I just wonder how many people out there today went to church. You guys go to church? But today you're having dinner, having a little chat with Doug on the Doug Best Show. So we're doing something a little different. I'm trying to just change it up a little bit. I know you ain't supposed to be eating and being on camera, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm hungry. And let's go back to Mike Tyson real fast. So all my self-employed Best Tax clients out there, make sure you go spend a little $30-$40 and get your business license, the DBA, the fictitious business license statement. That way you cover it. You go to the bank, create your banking account, but they're going to ask for that. And they're going to ask for an EIN number. And then you're going to be fine. Now let's talk about Tyson a little bit. Is anybody out there watching me? You on the Doug Best Show? I wonder who else would have did that. At 58 years old, Fat Joe says, guys, he's broke. But the man got $20 million, and let's just do the math real fast. So if Tyson made $20 million, you remember right off the top, he's in a 37% tax bracket. You guys with me? Anybody interested in this? This is a trending topic today. I need a little, this is 7 out. Stay with me, guys. Mike Tyson. You on the Doug Best Show. We just talking financial literacy. We talking about money, and he made the money. So if Mike Tyson made $20 million and he's in the 37% tax bracket, how much money did he have to pay for taxes? He paid 37% of $20 million is $400,000. You guys with me? So that means gross, he made 20 million, but he had to pay Uncle Sam 37% of that. So that meant that he gave Uncle Sam right off the top $7,400,000. So that meant that he walked away with a check for $12,600,000. Now stay with me. Even though he made $12,600,000, you remember he got expenses. He had trainers, he had gym fees, he had food, he had to stay at certain hotels or motels. I'm sure he didn't stay at motels. And he had to pay training partners. He had to buy all the different things that it costs to train for that fight. So those are deductions. So after taxes, he had $12,600,000. Just say he spent another $2 million on trainers and sparring partners and whatever else that he might have used. So if he walked away with $10 million, I think Tyson did okay. Fat Joe said that everybody had been robbed and blind. It's probably true. But guys, keep in mind, the average person works 35 or 40 years and they make $1 million gross. And you don't take home $1 million. When you work, an average person making maybe 40, 50,000 at max a year. And this guy made $20 million for 16 minutes worth of fighting. The other guy, Paul, wasn't trying to hurt him. I don't know whether he could have hurt him or not, but that's the trending topic right now. The second trending topic is Trump. Remember I said earlier, whether you love Trump or you hate Trump, I made more money in 2 weeks in the stock market than most people make in a year. How did you do that, Doug? I invested in a company called Nvidia. We're going to spell it for you. Nvidia. Ndia. Did I spell it right? Nvidia. Nvidia. That's the biggest stock on the planet Earth. And I'm going to tell you what it is. Every time you get on the phone, every time you look at the TV, everywhere you go, it's called artificial intelligence. That's Nvidia. That's a company. You see how they saying that Elon Musk is the richest man in the world? They just talking, man. They don't know who the richest guy in the world is. But this company is worth $3.6 trillion. How much money is that? You guys go look it up. Nvidia. And how do I got the stock? I got the stock under a corporation. So guys, you chatting with Doug today, it's a Sunday, church day, but I'm sure that, everybody's probably home now. It's 15 to 7, and who else out there? Michael Asbury. How can we maximize our fixed income? It's going to be a little difficult, Mike, if you're trying to maximize your fixed income unless you take it and invest in something and diversify it. So if you got a fixed income, you got $100,000 a year coming in, that's what you only got coming in, you're going to have to take that and diversify it, put it into something. The Nvidia is the best stock on the market right now. Everybody out there, I don't get no money for telling that, but I personally put my money in it. So I put my money in Facebook, I put my money in Google, I put my money in Microsoft, I put my money in Uber, all kinds of things over the years, and I just let it sit there. And then now, since Mr. Trump been in office, in 2 weeks, love Trump or hate Trump, the stock market loves him. So I done made more money in 2 weeks than some people make in a whole year. Why are you talking about this, Doug? This is the Doug Best Show, and that's my expertise, money. Okay, guys, who else saying something out there? Mr. Mike Asbury, that's right, Mr. Best. Do your thing, bro. Keep kicking the knowledge. But the difficult thing that I'm having out there, everybody, is getting everybody to go to Google, type in the Doug Best Show on YouTube, and subscribe. My Senorita arm's getting tired. You tired, baby? Okay, guys, you chit-chatting with Doug on a Sunday. We eating taco casserole. And I appreciate everybody. You guys just keep tuning in. This week, we're going to have Mr. Lawrence Chisholm. Mr. Lawrence Chisholm, Pastor Lawrence Chisholm. He's going to be here on the Doug Best Show. Okay, guys, always with love. And I appreciate everybody. You guys just keep supporting me. The show going to grow. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Senorita. We're going to close when her arm's getting tired. Thank you, baby. Booyah. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay. Thanks.